Okay. Let's get started. Let's sit up straight with our head, neck, and spine aligned. We'll connecting with Swamiji through our third eye. We'll chant the Guru Vandanam followed by Mahavakya 3 times. Om Nithyanandam Paramasukhatam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nityanandam, everybody. Thank you so much for joining in. Let's start with our third day of Guru Gita chanting sessions. We stopped at verse 26 yesterday. We had a quick recap now before we started itself. We'll move ahead now with verse 27. In order to just give a background or set a context, Devi Parvati asked Lord Shiva as to she asked this question, who are you, the Lord of the universe, the teacher that everybody could ever have? Who are you meditating on? Who are you bowing down with reverence? That is a question that Devi Parvati poses to Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva goes on to expound about Guru Tattva, the principle, the Guru principle, right? So we have reached a place yesterday, we reached where the definition, who is Guru, was defined. So who is Guru? Guru is somebody who gives direct self-knowledge, right? So that is where we reached yesterday. Now we'll go ahead. I will chant the verse and then we'll move on to the explanation for that. Slightly bigger. Yeah. Yadam Ghrikamalad Dvandvam Dvandvatapanivarakam Tarakam Bhavasindoscha Tam Gurum Pranamamyaham. So, Yadam Ghrikamalam Dvandvam Dvandvatapanivarakam Tarakam Bhavasindoscha Tam Gurum Pranamamyaham. I prostrate to that Guru whose 2 lotus feet cause the removal of all miseries, incompletions, and sufferings arising out of the delusion. Which delusion? The duality, right? That is the delusion. So, Yadam Ankri Kamalam means the one who has lotus feet, 2 lotus feet, who will help me get over my limited understanding of duality of life, right? Dvandva tapa nivarakam. How I see duality in life. As to Swamiji says, right? Advaita versus Dvaita. Dvandva is when you see that you are separate from Brahman, you are separate from all that there is, versus you are all there is, right? So Dvandva tapa nivarakam. Tarakam bhava sindoscha tam gurum pranamamyaham. So I am prostrating to that Guru whose 2 lotus feet causes the removal of all miseries and incompletions. So how are these miseries and incompletions coming into place in the first place? That is because of the delusion that you are separate from the existence. That is from your limited cognitions that is the dual nature of whatever you are seeing in, around you. Right? So that is verse 27 for you. And verse 28, Mahadeva now starts revealing, serving Guru's feet purifies you, drops your incompletions. Dehi Brahma bhavedyasmat. Okay. Dehi Brahma bhavedyasmat. Tvat kripartam vadami tat Sarva Papa Vishuddhatma Shri Guru Pada Sevanat. So, Dehi Brahma Bhavedasmat. Dehi is Dehi is somebody who has a body, who's a mortal, right? We often, as I was telling in the beginning, we often tend to confuse ourselves with our identities with our body. So often Dehi means mortal, somebody who recognizes or identifies too much with his own body. Dehi Brahma Bhavedyasmat. Brahma is Brahman, complete self. Atman, right? Yeah, Aham Brahmasmi, all those things, right? Brahman is that Advaitic concept of all that there is, right? The divine consciousness, right? So what is being said over here is, Stvat Kripartam Vadamitat Sarva Papa Vishuddhatma Sri Guru Prasada Pada Sevanat. I shall tell you that by which the embodied soul, Dehi, purified from all incompletions and sins, becomes Brahman, who is the complete self. It is by the enriching service to Sri Guru's feet, Sri Guru Pada Seva. I say this because of my special grace on you. Lord Shiva says, because of my special grace on you, Devi Parvati, I am going to reveal to you the reality or the truth that by enriching service to Sri Guru's feet is how you would be able to realize Brahman. That is what is being said. Moving ahead. This is pretty interesting. Yeah. Sarvatirthavagahasya samprapnoti phalam naraha guru padotakam pitva shesham shirasi dharayan. So, Sarvatirthavagahasya. Tirthas means places of pilgrimage. Okay, Tirtha. Sarva Tirtha means all places of pilgrimage. Samprapnodi phalam naraha Guru padotakam pitva. Guru is Guru. Guru's padotakam is the water which was used to wash Guru's pada. Pitva is to drink. Shesham shirasi dharayan. After drinking, if you take a little bit and put it on your head, right? Taking bath, kind or like put it just, prokshakam is the word, Sanskrit word for that. So after drinking the water which was used to wash Guru's feet, if you take a little bit and put it on your head, that is equivalent to the prokshakam or the bath that you would take in all holy rivers or pilgrimages. That is what is being said. Okay. So by drinking the water after washing the sacred feet of Guru and sprinkling the remains on the head, man attains the fruit of taking bath in all the sacred waters of all the sacred rivers and of all pilgrimages. So we'll take a moment here to understand what is being said, right? In the sense, we shouldn't just take it in the passing. We shouldn't just see that this is a sentence or this is a verse from Guru Gita. We should really understand. We might find it a little overwhelming to just hear that, you know, somebody can drink Guru's Padokam or somebody else's, right? We might feel like, okay, that's a little odd. But then you should understand that how will you even get that Padotakam from Guru, right? You should be in that level. You should be somebody who is able to do Guru Seva and who the Guru also is okay with being served upon, right? Only to such a person, this Padotakam will even be available. So your search for Guru should not stop till you find a Guru who you can do Pado, you know, who really is committed to your enlightenment. That is what is being said here. You know, that is the essence, right? Guru's feet is the ultimate tirtha. That is what Swamiji is saying. So Swamiji's explanation of Guru is that somebody who's showing you your maximum possibility, what you can be really, right? So this particular verse, you should understand that this is not a cosmetic sentence that is being, cosmetic idea that is being given. In the sense, if somebody is going to sell you feet wash water of Guru in Amazon. You can't go over there and buy it and start drinking and expect enlightenment. That is not the idea. The idea is that you have to be so much in love with your Guru, so much integrated to your Guru that you feel like doing that Pada Seva, you feel like doing Pada Puja, you drink that water, you find it so sacred that you take a little bit of it, sprinkle it on your head. And if you are coming from that particular point or that particular space, inner space, then you don't have to go all over the place for pilgrimage or all holy temples even, because that is going to give you so much of liberation, right? Moksha, so much of understanding also of the self. Yeah. So that is what is being said over here. Moving ahead, he explains even more. Okay. Shoshanam papa pankasya deepanam jnana tejasam guru padotakam samyak samsararnavatarakam. So this particular verse says Guru Padotaka, the Guru's feet washed water, has the power of completely burning up the filth of the disciple's sin, brightening the lamp of wisdom, and taking him across the ocean of samsara, the worldly life. So we understand what samsara is. Samsara is that cycle of life where you attach yourself with worldly pleasures. You think you become happy when you eat an ice cream, and you become sad when you fall down or you face some failure, right? That duality, that consists of samsara, you running after certain things outside of you in order to fulfill yourself. That is the samsara chakra. Guru comes and turns that inward. So instead of running outside, bigger house, bigger car, better relationships, etc., etc., you turn inward, you understand what you are, you get the right cognition about self, which means you get the right cognition of Guru and God. And then Guru would be taking you across the ocean of samsara, right? Guru padotakam samyak samsara arna batarakam. So the ocean of samsara, that is how you cross the ocean of samsara. How? By the Guru's feet washed water. That itself has a power of completely burning up your incompletions and then taking you across the world ocean of samsara. Right, this is going well now. 31. Ajnana mula haranam janma karma nivaranam jnana vairagya siddhyartham guru padotakam pibeta. See, the discussion is still going on about Guru padotakam, which is Guru's feet washed water, right? That's what Swamiji says. So ajnana mula haranam janma karma nivaranam. Ajnana mula haranam is a root of ignorance, right? Ajnana is ignorance, mula is the root, haranam is to remove. Janma karma nivaranam. Janma karma is the cycle of karma. Nivaranam is to take it off. So for removing the root of ignorance, for ending the cycle of karma, birth, death, etc., and for the attainment of dispassion and knowledge of self, that is jnana vairagya siddhyartham. Jnana vairagya means, vairagya is that dispassionate, not attaching yourself or not being emotionally messed up with stuff, kind of with knowledge itself, understanding for the sake of understanding, kind of a thing. Okay. And for the attainment of dispassion and knowledge of the self, one should drink the feet washed water of Guru, right? Guru padotakam pibet. Drink the feet washed water of Guru. So you should understand, first you should get that particular feet washed water of Guru. How do you get that? By doing seva to Guru, by being so integrated to Bhagavan or your Guru, you will be in a position to do pada seva, which brings you to the end effect, which is the feet washed water. That is how you get there, right? So Guru Seva is the ultimate, is what is being discussed. 32. Guror Padotakam Pitva Guroruchishta Bhojanam Guroruchishta Bhojanam Gurumurte Sada Dhyanam Guru Mantram Sada Japet. Guru Padotakam Pitva Guror Uchishta Bhojanam Guru Murte Sada Dhyanam Guru Mantram Sada Japet, which translates as Guru Padotakam Pitva, drink the Guru's feet washed water. Guror Uchishta Bhojanam. Uchishta means whatever is the remnants from Guru's plate, eat that. Guru Murte Sada Dhyanam. Do always, Sada, always do Dhyanam on Guru's Murti. Sada Japet what? Guru Mantram. Always do Japa of Guru Mantram. So one should be lucky enough to even get there, right? If you have to be in a position to drink Guru's feet washed water, eat the remnants of Guru's plate, then you should be in that position to serve your Guru. So again, you put yourself on that and understand how can you do that. So if you do all these things, it is going to take you towards enlightenment, because you are doing so much of seva to Guru. You are living in close quarters probably, and you really are integrated to your Guru, which means Guru is also as much giving or even more giving to you than you are to him. So when that relationship exists, then you are one with Guru. That is where Lord Shiva is taking us, right? Guru's name. 33 verse is a little different. Swadeshika Swadeshikasyaiva cha nama kirtanam Bhaved Anantasya Shivasya Kirtanam Swadeshikasyaiva cha nama chintanam Bhaved Antasya Shivasya Chintanam. So chanting of one's Guru's name, which is Nama Kirtanam, becomes the chanting of the name of Shiva, who's Ananta, Anantasya Shivasya, right? Chanting of Guru's name becomes chanting of Shiva's name, and Chintanam, which is meditation, contemplation, right? Chintanam of your Guru's name becomes a meditation on Anantasya Shiva, the infinite Shiva. We started, I believe in verse 17 or something, it was explained that there is no difference between Shiva and Guru. Guru is Shiva, Shiva is Guru. That was being told in verse 17 or something like that. Again, Lord Shiva goes on to say that meditation on Shiva is meditation on Guru. Namakirtanam of Guru is Namakirtanam of Shiva, vice versa. Right, going ahead. We will, I think we are coming towards the close of the session now. Perhaps just one more verse before we close it for the day. So 35. Yad anugraha matrena shoka moha vinashyataha tasmai shri deshikendraya namostu paramatmane. So, yad anugraha matrena, only because of some whose anugraha, blessings, shoka moha vinashyataha. Shoka and moha. Shoka is sorrow, moha is the desire that comes out of your delusion. Vinashyataha is to destroy. So, by whose blessings alone, the two evils of sorrow and delusion are destroyed, to that supreme soul, savior, or Sri Guru Deshika, Guru Sri Deshika, Tasmai Sri Deshikendraya, Namostu Paramatmane. So I surrender to the one whose blessings alone can help me get out of my sorrow and delusion. I am bowing down to Namostu Paramatmane. I am Paramatma. I am bowing down to that Paramatma. I am bowing down to that Sri Deshika. Swamiji says here, Sri Deshika means, Sri Deshika means a better way of saying Guru, right? We'll get to that. Tomorrow probably we'll get to that. Probably one more verse over here before we go on to the explanation. I'll quickly go through 36. Yasmadanugraham labdva mahad ajnanamutra Yasmadanugraham labdva mahad ajnanamutsrajet Tasmai Shri Deshikendraya Namaschabishta Siddhaye. Yasmad, this is similar to the verse that we just saw. Yasmad Anugraham Labdva Mahad Ajnana Mutsrajet Tasmai Shri Deshikendraya Namaschabishta Siddhaye. With whose blessings man sheds off the shackles of ignorance, my prostrations to that Sri Deshika who bestows all the desired objects, including 4 Purusharthas. The Purusharthas are Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. Again, what Lord Shiva says is, Guru's blessings is what is required for you to get over the Ajnanam, get over the ignorance, and also at the same, not just getting over ignorance as a time pass, but also to get the 4 Purusharthas, which includes everything, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. So what is being said here is you need Guru in your life to take you through the right path, to put you back on the track, right? To know what you want, what you don't want. You need your Guru to figure that out or point that out for you. And you need Guru's blessings. Yasmad Anugraham Labdva. Right? You need Guru's blessings to get over the Ajnanam and also for getting the Purusharthas. Right? So that brings us to the close of today's Guru Gita chanting session. So we have reached till number 36. I believe you can all enjoy trying to understand more of these little things that we discussed about today, right? A lot of Guru's feet washing water was there. So how do you get there? And the importance of that, right? So I hope you all get to think and contemplate and meditate a little bit on that. If you don't have this particular PDF, please do let us know. Now we'll come to the close of the session. We'll sit up straight with our head, neck, and spine aligned and chant the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamadav Purnamitam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nityananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om Nityanandam